cold out there. It's cold out there. Wind in the air, nowhere to go, nowhere to stay. So I'll go, yeah, I'll go just for a while, just till the sun says hello. It's warm down here. It's warm down here. Nothing to prove, nowhere else to move. I think I'll stay. Yeah, I think I'll stay.
Happy New Year to you. If you're watching this around the time I'm recording this, it is January 3rd, and I am excited about what's to come. I loved doing this. I love doing these tutorials, but really I get excited about telling stories. I'm an art director in advertising, and what we do is tell stories, move people. So that being said, I'm hoping to be able to teach you how to create your own animated short, if you will. I put together this workflow deck that I will share. I'm hoping that'll make things easy for y'all to understand and follow. That being said, let's jump to the next slide here. So, what is step one? Step one is for us to think through what the concept is, right? Before we go ahead and create stuff, we want to make sure that it has a soul to it, right? So in my case, I was thinking, man, wouldn't it be interesting if a toupee embarked on a journey to a warmer place? So I'm in Chicago right now. It is snow out. I don't know, it's in the teens, and it is freezing. So that was part of the inspiration. I was ready to leave. I want to go to a warm place. But creatively, how can we make that more interesting, more engaging for people? What if it's a toupee and it floats away and it goes flying and through its own journey, right? Ups and downs, and then finally lands, as you saw in the video, on another bald man's head in paradise. So that was my concept. Y'all can follow through and create the same video, or maybe you have a different concept in mind and apply what I will be taking you through to create your own. Step two is think about what the style is that best tells your story. Like, what style do you want to use? In my case, I was thinking claymation. It's a little bit more forgiving, or even animation with how it's moving. If the motion generations don't get it exactly right, so maybe you want to do the same just to start. Here's the prompt that I used. Feel free to copy, paste that into Midjourney. Speaking of, let us jump into Midjourney. All right, so we're in Midjourney, and what you will do is copy, paste this prompt in here, and you're not going to get the exact same character, but to get it close to this, take a screen grab and drag it. This is me just doing it quickly while I have the image here. Drag it to style reference. And so when you go ahead from your desktop or wherever you have the image, you would drag it to style reference. Again, paste the prompt that I provided on slide 3. And then I'm doing everything horizontally. So if you want to see the rest of the settings, this is what it looks like. And then you want to go ahead and submit. Okay, so this is what we got. we have a few images here. This one looks a little bit more like Muppet versus clay, but I dig it. I like this. This one is kind of cool. And because I know my concept, I also looked at their head to see, okay, does he look like he has a toupee on, basically? I think this is my favorite so far. Now, from here, we go on to the next slide. Now, there is a very, 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 very cool prompt that is on the next slide. This, you don't even need to read through all of it. It's just like a copy paste thing. But what it does is that you drag your image over to Higgsfield prompt area, and then you paste the prompt that's here in the text field, and it'll give you a 3x3 grid, basically what you see here, of different angles. And that super cool and beneficial for building out your stories. You'll see later. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll go and drag our image to this area, and then let me go ahead and copy all of this, paste it. Well, here, just so everybody knows how I got here. Go to image. Once you go to Higgsfield.ai, and then you go to Nano Banana Pro, and then that's how you end up where I'm at. So now I typically like to do about 2 batches, and then it'll cost you 4 credits to generate. I'm going to shoot that through. All right, great. So I think I like this one a bit more. It's giving me some more variety. I mean, this isn't perfect. You're going to get some duplicates, or 3 versions of the same thing in some cases. But if you run it a few times, you'll get some interesting angles. And all you need, honestly, are enough images, like 4 or 5, for you to work off of those, and then blow out another 3x3, or even ask Nano Banana Pro like specifically what angle you want from the image, right? Like for example, this one on the bottom left, already I'm looking at it and it inspires me to ask Nano Banana, okay, show the guy like lock off this shot, so have it be a locked shot. The hands goes into the pocket, and I mean that looks like a handkerchief to me. So it takes out the handkerchief and reaches towards his nose to blow his nose, but we don't see it. We just see the hand go in the pocket and removing the handkerchief. So like that'll be the next frame that I asked for as an example. So this is just you building out, and I should go into like what basically the ultimate goal is. So we were here, right? Slideshow, back to slideshow mode. We dropped that in, we saw what happened, and then now our 3x3 made the images small, and whichever ones we like, we want to go ahead and extract and make it at the same large quality to fill the screen so it's usable when we animate. And to do that, you literally just copy this and paste it and pinpoint which frame you want to extract, and then replace XY. And then here's even an example of the rest of what you're going to fill that line or that prompt with, to make sure that Nano Banana within Higgsfield reads you properly, right? So the example here is extract the still of the third image on the second row. So this is the third image, second row. And then sometimes you have to give more detail because it's not always going to get it right. It may extract the middle one or the last one for some reason. So again, that's why I do batches of like 2 at a time, or maybe even 3, because one of them is going to be the right one. So then you would send that through, and it'll make this the full image on like once it outputs it to you. Okay, so that's basically what we're going to do, like what you'll do to create all your keyframes. So I did somewhere between 35 and 40 images to build out my short. And here's a pro tip that you're going to want to create a folder. Let me go back to Higgsfield. You'll see what I mean. So under Assets Library, I created a folder called the Migration, and it shows 42, but I mean, I didn't use all of these. All right, so how do we get our images into the folder? You would go and click on any image, or don't click on it, excuse me. There's going to be the three dots, and from the three dots, add to folder, and then I already created my folder, the migration, but you would hit create new folder, name it, and then it'll be placed under like its folder's proper area, and then you would click that checkbox so your image will be within that folder. So you can go ahead and do that for the 35 to 40 or however many frames that you'll need for you to feel good about, and lay them out. Like I would lay them out in the order of how you're going to tell your story, like literally storyboard it out in the order that you want it to come to life. Doesn't mean that you're going to use every single frame. As you drop it in Higgsfield to bring it to life, you'll say, oh, maybe I could skip this one and just jump to the next scene, because as you animate it, it just feels like it's too slow. So you might want to speed it up. So you'll notice things like that as you put this together. So the next thing here is to go to Kling 2.5 Turbo, right? Because it has the start frame and then end frame. And on this next slide, for example, when we have our guy sneezing and then it goes to a medium shot of him afterwards, the way you do it is you would drag the first shot of the close-up face, and then the end frame would be hand to mouth, right, with a handkerchief. And this was the prompt that I used. So lock camera shot, stop motion of the man blowing his nose. He has dark gray sleeves. I said dark gray sleeves because on my earlier prompt it changed the sleeve color, so it was inconsistent. It had like some cream sleeves, so that's why I updated the prompt with this. So you can do that as you see the need to. So after you get the animation that you like for this, for example, then you go ahead and slide the last image, the end frame, into the start image or the starting frame, and then you drop in the next one on the storyboard, right? So after he sneezes, he's going to be like the camera's going to zoom out, right? So that's what we're reading here, basically. You see the camera slowly zooms out as his hair slowly moves in the wind. So the hair is still moving. I wanted to make sure the movement was always there, so when it came off of the head, it made sense. So that's motion 1, and then motion 2, literally in the order. So you would go ahead and do that. I don't know how many times, maybe it's 15 times as you drop in your frames, and that's how you start to get the animations. So let's go to video, to Kling. We go to Kling 2.6, but to get to 2.5, you click model, because what it's going to do is it's going to show you the latest, and this is the latest version. But unfortunately, the latest version only allows you to just drop in one image, and sometimes that'll work, right? But for most of your storytelling, you're going to need 2.5 turbo. So that's how I got to it. And then it should, yeah, there it is. Boom. So again, I would drag the first frame here, end frame here, and then drop your prompt in, and then hit generate. So once you get that, let it cook, and then you can even jump to reverse. So whatever was end frame, you bring it into the beginning, and then you're gonna take your third image and drop it in here, and then again copy this prompt, paste it, and then hit generate. So then you'll have two videos that can edit together. So after this, it'll seamlessly go to this. So I hope that makes sense. I think I'm making sense. And then you string all of that together using, well, I use CapCut, right? So you can see down here, I basically strung all of those clips together. I deleted some clips, sped up a little bit, a few. And then for sound effects, I used 11 Labs for the man coughing, the birds flying, and to open the shot with that gust of wind, even the sound of the to-go plastic bag. And then I had a custom track that I created. That the inspiration was "Baby It's Cold Outside." God loved that song, so it came to mind when I was watching the video or my cut, and I said, "Oh man, this is perfect for it." Or maybe the song came first before the concept. I don't know, but the thing is, they marry well. So that is it. That's how I put it together. For those who don't know me, I'm Joel Arzu, freelance creative director. And feel free to hit me up. That's my email, joelarzu@gmail.com. If you want me to walk you through, like on a one-on-one, if this isn't very clear, happy to do so. If I have time, I mean, if I'm like getting paid for it, I'll make time. But I do have my freelance work that I do. What else do I want to say? And yeah, now the Impossible Creations has its official website, so it's myimpossiblecreations.com. Check it out. To follow, if you're not following my newsletter, would appreciate that. But thank y'all so much for watching, and I'm excited to see what y'all come up with. Please share, like email it to me. All right, bye. Thanks.